The Golgog of Glen Rosa. Old Malachi picked up a knife and stuck his fucking boring wife. Then drove around and parked the car and acted normal in a bar. He drained his glass, he stepped outside, the sea had washed up with the tide. He thought at first to wade within and cleanse his life of guilt and sin. He threw instead his phone into those murky waters. Then he drew all of his wages from the bank. For 7 days just drank and drank. His wife's young brother called and called. Persistence pains, excuses stalled. I'm coming down tomorrow, man. Old Malachi conjured a plan. He'd leave forever Milton Keynes, a jumper, coat, a pair of jeans, a t-shirt and a paperback was all his life was in a sack. He caught a train to London town. The police searched for him up and down. He shaved his beard and wore a hat, then changed his name and found a flat. He dared not work, nor too far go. With money on a one-way flow, it dwindled in a dire descent until he could not pay the rent. Without a hope, without a name, the killer's curse, his face was fame. So off he wandered to the wild of Scotland, where the mountains piled. He found a glen, he built a camp, the summer short, the autumn damp, the winter cold, spring barely better, wilder, windier and wetter, where he will wander all year round, still fidgety at every sound. His hat is torn, his beard is black, and sometimes weird along the track. He shuffles past the tourists who will look a bit like me and you. You'll know him by his leery look, a monster in a scary book that stares at you without a wink. And as you smell his dreadful stink, please hurry past, no, don't engage, else loose that killer from its cage. For killers kill until they're coat. He'll clamp his hands around your throat and squeeze until your breath is gone. Another dead, another one has vanished in the forest sluts. A Swede, a German and a Dutch, a fifer from Dalgety Bay. Don't be the next one, he can slay. Yes, hurry past, avert your eyes, for contact makes his fevers rise. And never slouch a wee look back, or he'll be crouching on the track, drooling at you with sneered intent. A predator who's caught the scent, stood waiting for the trigger glance. No, don't look back, this is your chance. Escape, escape, get out the glen, catch ferries back, go home, and then old Malachi push from your mind. You've left that bastard far behind, where mentally he's masticating flesh and later masturbating over bones where you and me might pass into posterity. Aggravating, agitating, Malachi stands salivated. Through the skull bone of your head drills bulging eyes of bloodshot red. He's waiting for your face to turn with eyes that bleed, with eyes that burn. The pull is fierce, the urge is strong. 1,000 thoughts about us throng. But don't look back, whate'er you do. I know you're really wanting to. It could be coming now, you think. Is that his breath upon the brink? Are those his feet that closer thud? Are you about to bleed your blood within this glen of shallow graves, of screams and chases, rapes and caves? Where Malachi is now Golgog, the grunt of boar, the face of frog, the deathless Aaron al-Samiri, tortured by eternal dreary fate, eternal outcast share, like Butterdeus, unaware, offended heaven for all time, condemns him to repeat his crime. So, Syracuse to Zaragoza, never venture to Glen Rosa. Malachi seeks murders new, he's killed his wife, now he'll kill you. There you go, that's from a new book.